Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Teresa. Thank you for joining me. As many of you may already know, I created this channel to help raise awareness for addiction, share my daughter's story, her battle and loss to addiction, as well as my family's story of life after loss. This is my beautiful daughter, Heidi, and these are her two beautiful children who I am raising today. Heidi was over a year in recovery when she lost her battle to addiction. She relapsed, and that was all it took. My daughter was 4 months pregnant at the time. We lost her and my grandson that she was pregnant with. Today, I share her story in hopes to help others that may be struggling, loved ones, friends, family of friends, those that have lost children or loved ones to addiction, and support the recovery team. Today I want to talk about who my daughter was, sober. I recently received a request to discuss who my daughter was sober. Heidi was the kind of person that would bring light to any situation. She could make you smile and laugh just by her smile. She had the energy to lift anybody up. If I was having a bad day, she always found a way to lift my spirits. Even when Heidi and I would have an argument, hard moments, she's still worried about her mom. It wasn't always easy. I mean, we butt heads. You know, we had our moments, you know. But we were extremely close too. And because of how close we were, we had our moments. I knew her well. She knew me well. She gave the best hugs. So full of love. Her hugs weren't meaningless. They weren't just a, here you go, just to make you feel better. They were genuine, loving, and strong. Heidi, as a mom, she would sit down and play with her kids. She would wrestle with them. She would play with them. She would tickle them. Oh gosh, that would be her most favorite thing to do, is just tickle them or joke with them or play with them. She always thought about her kids. Her kids meant the world to her. Even in her addiction, she thought about her kids. She didn't drag them around with her. I can't say she never did, but most cases, the kids were with me. She loved her babies, and she loved her family. With her brothers, she loved to wrestle, especially her younger brother. You know, her and him, they would just mess around and just wrestle and play fight. They were always like running around, and she would run up and she would tag him, and then when he was chasing her, she'd run around me and yell, Mom, stop, tell him to stop, he's gonna get me. And then, you know, they're laughing, but they're wrestling. You know, she always knew when to go up to her brother and tag him when he wasn't looking, or, you know, roughhouse with him when he wasn't looking, or when he was sitting down and couldn't get up as quick. And then she would run, and they would just be running back and forth. Her baby brother, who's my youngest, She loved him too, man. She used to always sit, and she knew the one thing that irritated him the most, and that was staring at him. All she had to do was sit there and she would just sit there and stare at him like this just to get a reaction. And he would look at her and smile and say, "What are you doing?" And then they would just start laughing. It would annoy him, but it was their thing. That was her baby brother. And I just remember that relationship that she had with him and her other brother, and then her middle brother, my other son. She loved him. We had family pictures. Like a month and a half. About a month before she passed away. And my middle son, he didn't have a girlfriend or anything, but everybody else did. My youngest did, and then my oldest boy did, but my middle son didn't. And I just remember, after everybody did pictures, she went up and just put her arm around him and said, "Take a picture of me with Junior." She wanted to make sure that he felt loved and amazing. The reason I get emotional about this is not because I'm sad, but because I miss her. Obviously, I'm sad, but I've come to accept that she's gone, that my grandson is gone, and I've come to peace with it. But certain memories are just, I think about him and I think how amazing she was and how much she brought to our family and how special she was. There were some real hard times during her addiction. But that's not what it's going to be about right now. That's not what this is about. Her moments of her sobriety and her recovery. And how amazing she was. As a daughter, she would come in and help me cut vegetables or whatever. She would come in and offer to help me make dinner. She would offer to help me with anything I needed. She just cared so much about everybody. And everybody loved her. It's not the same without her. Her spirit, you can feel that spirit gone. We used to have family dinners every Sunday before she passed away. And we finally started doing that, where I would get all my kids together. And I looked forward to those because, I had my daughter and my boys. Not all our boys were there. But every Sunday, it was my daughter and my boys. My 3 boys. And the house was full of love and excitement and fun, energy. Heidi was amazing. I can't even tell you in one video how amazing she was. But she was a kid herself. She loved to play around. She loved to have fun. She was higher energetic, high-spirited, high-strung person.
But she always went around and made sure everybody was good. And she was always there to confide in.
She was just so amazing. A beautiful, loving mother, and a beautiful, loving daughter, and a beautiful, loving sister. And she cherished her family. Hold on to your family. Enjoy them. Make sure you tell them that you love them. If you're not on good terms, work on that. I don't know the situation, and I can't pretend to. But don't leave any stones left unturned. I am grateful to know that everything was where it needed to be in our lives when my daughter passed away. That we were all at peace, and everyone knew each other was loved, including my daughter. Make sure that those you love know it, because tomorrow isn't promised. Please help me in spreading awareness. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please click the subscribe button, like, and share to help me, to help raise awareness, to reach those that may be struggling, to be support and outlet to those that need it. Together we can make a difference. I hope you all have a beautiful and blessed evening. I will be making a video in the next day or so. Please stay tuned.